purpose bacteriology. So at the end of this session, you should know about the morphology and antigens, classification as well as pathogenesis and clinical features caused by the pneumococci, and choose the appropriate lab diagnosis and interpretation of the result, and describe how to prevention and treatment of caused by the Streptococcus pneumoniae. So first we discuss about the history of pneumococcal disease. So it is caused by the Streptococcus pneumoniae, which first isolated by the Pasteur into the 1881. On that time they confused with the other cause of pneumonia until discovery of the Gram stain in 1884. More than 80 serotypes described by him in 1940, and first in US vaccine in 1977. So in generally they are gram positive diplococci seen as a common cells of upper respiratory tract, and they are important pathogen of the pneumonia and otitis media into the children. They differ from the streptococci in their by morphology, as they are diplococci, they are bile soluble and pathogen sensitive, and one of the features is there is a presence of capsule. So it is a capsulated bacteria. So morphologically it is a gram positive. It's a small size, 0.1 micrometer in diameter. It's slightly elongated cocci arranged in pair, and each coccus has one end rounded and other end is pointed like a flame shape or lanceolate shape can be seen into the microscope, and they are capsulated and capsule enclose each pair. Capsule can be demonstrated as a clear halo in Indian ink preparation from the specimen. So this is the picture. It's a diplococci arranging as a lanceolate or flame shape. Over here, Indian ink preparations, clear halo around the cocci. Now further cultural characteristics. So they are aerobes and facultative anaerobes, and they require optimum temperature as a 37 degrees Celsius, and average is at 25 to 42 degrees Celsius. Require optimum pH is 7.8, average is 6.5 to 8.3, and growth is enhanced by 5 to 10% of the CO2. And they culture onto the blood agar. So onto the blood agar, colony are small dome shape with an area of greenish discoloration is called alpha hemolysis. So alpha hemolysis is produced onto the blood agar. On prolonged incubation, the colony become flat with raised edge and central embonations due to the autolysis. This will show an appearance of concentric ring when viewed from the above, and this type of appearance is called a Draugman appearance or Karamcoin appearance. So you can see here clear cut colony onto the blood agar. So Karamcoin appearance. So alpha hemolysis and clear cut Karamcoin appearance. It is pathogen sensitive. Further, after the culture, biochemical reactions, they ferment several sugars with acid production only. So it is not producing case. So fermentation of inulin is important in the differentiation of the pneumococci from the streptococci. So inulin is very important for the differentiations. Their bile soluble taste is positive. So it is catalase negative and oxidase negative. So this is the inulin fermentations. So positive. Okay. And these are the bile soluble. These are lysed Streptococcus pneumoniae. They are lysed by those Streptococcus pneumoniae. They activate amylase enzyme which is produced by the Streptococcus pneumoniae and accelerate the lysis into the culture. So bile solubility over here, they lysis the colony. So these are bile solubility test onto the plate, and over here 2% sodium deoxycholate we are using into the tube. Over here 10% sodium deoxycholate are used for the bile solubility test. Further antigenic structures. So over here, the first is the capsular polysaccharide. it is called as a specific soluble substance SSS. Since it is soluble in tissue, diffuse into the culture media and infective exudates, and they inhibit the phagocytosis. Second is the Quilling reactions, which are the anti-capsular reactions. Into the 1902, here a suspension of the pneumococci is mixed on a slide with a drop of specific antiserum and add low full methylene blue solution. So there is two solution will be there. One is the antiserum and second is the methylene blue. In the presence of homologous antiserum, the capsule shows a swelling reaction. So you can see over here picture. These are the capsular swelling around the colony, and this blue color is cocci by the methylene blue. Right? Or here swelling. These are the capsular swelling. Right? Then M protein and further cell wall carbohydrate is a C substance. This is a cell wall. Against this, an abnormal protein is produced in the sera of the patient that disappeared during the convalescence. It is also detected in a sera of patient with some other illness. This is called C-reactive protein, is a CRP. So this CRP is acute phase substance produced in a hepatocytes. Its production is stimulated by the bacterial infections, malignancy, and another tissue destructions. So this CRP, which can be detected by the latex agglutination test. Another is a pneumolysine, which inhibit neutrophil chemotaxis and phagocytosis. Another is autolysins, which are the autolysis of the cell, which enhanced by bile salt and other surface active agents causing bile solubility and Droxman colony onto the bladder. Other virulence factors, which are the pneumococcal surface protein A is a PSPA. They prevent complement activations. Then immunoglobulin A protease enzyme, which cleaves immunoglobulin A in a respiratory mucosa, thus facilitate the entry. And another is a pneumococcal surface protein C is a PSPC. The choline binding protein A, CBPA, which bind to the factor H and accelerate the breakdown of C3 complements. And last is the adhesins, which are the sialylatase, neuraminidase, and the pneumococcal surface adhesin A. So generally this pneumococcal infection, they infect respiratory tract by the airborne droplets. They trap into the nasopharyngeal carriage by the aspirations. Further into the lung, they infect the alveoli, causing the pneumonia. They into the pleura, emphyema, pericardium, causing emphyema, and they cross blood-brain barrier, causing septicemia into the patient. And after the septicemia, they also create complications like peritonitis, arthritis, osteomyelitis into the joint, and meningitis into the CNS. If they spread by locally, they causing otitis media into the ear and sinusitis into the sinuses, and then from the otitis media they also infect the CNS into meningitis, causing meningitis. So clinical manifestations, same I also told you, the colonized human nasopharynx. After that they spread either via the bloodstream to the distant site. I also told you there's a brain, joint, bones and peritoneal cavities, or spread locally to the cause otitis media or pneumonia. Another, the most commonly caused lobar pneumonia is a lobar means alveolar pneumonia into the patient, known to progress to bacteremia and invasive disease, and emphyema and parapneumonic effusion caused by this Streptococcus pneumoniae. So clinical manifestation is causing invasive pneumococcal disease as well as non-invasive manifestation. So into the invasive pneumococcal disease, defined as an infection confirmed by isolation of the pneumococci from normal sterile site. This is very important, is a sterile site. Another, from the bloodstream infections, pyogenic meningitis, leading cause of the meningitis in all ages except into the neonates, and other causing osteomyelitis, septic arthritis, endocarditis, pericarditis, primary peritonitis, rarely brain abscess and hemolytic uremic syndrome. And from the non-invasive manifestation, which are the otitis media and sinusitis, the most common cause into the children. So over here I differentiated it. It is non-invasive disease and invasive disease, invasive sinusitis, otitis and pneumonia from the lung, and invasive bacteremia from blood to causing meningitis into the CNS, endocarditis into the heart, peritonitis in body cavities, septic arthritis in bone and joints, and other appendicitis, salpingitis, soft tissue infections they caused by the pneumococcal infections. Into the pneumococcal pneumonia, the clinical pictures are the abrupt onset, the fever, shaking, chills, pleuritic chest pain, productive cough, dyspnea and tachypnea, as well as hypoxia is there into the pneumococcal pneumonia, the lobar pneumonia. And in pneumococcal disease in children, the bacteria without known site of infection, most common clinical presentation into the children. The Streptococcus pneumoniae leading cause of the bacterial meningitis among children younger than 5 years of. This is very important, younger than 5 years of age. And highest rate of the meningitis among children younger than 1 year of the age, and common cause of acute otitis media that I also call you as a common into the children. Condition that increase the risk for the invasive pneumococcal disease, which are the decreased immune functions. Asplenia is a functional or anatomic, chronic heart, pulmonary or liver or renal disease, cigarette smoking or cerebrospinal fluid leaking from head trauma. Lower respiratory tract infections, which Streptococcus pneumoniae is the most common cause of community acquired bacterial pneumonia. Greater than 5 lakhs causes annually, and 25 to 35% required hospitalization from the lower respiratory tract infections caused by the pneumococcus, and 10 to 25 have a concomitant bacterial infections. Invasive pneumococcal diseases are bacteremia, most common clinical presentations among children younger than 2 years age. Most common cause of bacterial meningitis into the US, and highest rate of the meningitis among children younger than 2 years. Children at increased risk of invasive pneumococcal disease, which are the functional or anatomic asplenia, sickle cell disease, HIV infections out of home group children care, and certain racial or ethnic group, it is very common. So common cause of pneumonia, streptococcal pneumonia. Over here, this is a beautiful picture from sputum. This is the pneumococcal are seen into the tissue as well as secretions. Acute otitis media is non-invasive from colonization to invasive of the middle ear through the eustachian tube, facilitated by the previous viral infection or bacterial infections, mostly in young children with immature immune defense, and take-care centers. Attendance and prior antibiotic treatment are risk factors for acute otitis media. Invasive pneumococcal disease (IPD) is a bacterial growth in normally sterile fluids, blood, pneumonia, meningitis, and endocarditis. From the CSF is a meningitis, joint fluid from the arthritis, pleural fluid is a pleuritis, and peritoneal fluid is a peritonitis. So over here, after that, there is a certain complications which are bacteremia in 15 to 30% of the patients with a pneumonia, high mortality despite appropriate antibiotic therapies. Overall cause fatality rate is 15 to 20 for pneumococcal bacteremia, and high case fatality rate is 30 to 40% for elderly person and other vulnerable group. Spread of pneumococci in the blood to other normal lifestyle can cause other invasive pneumococcal disease like meningitis and emphysema. Pus in the pleural cavity in about 2% of the cases are noted. Epidemiologically, source is upper respiratory tract of human carriers, less often patients, and carrier rate is greater than 90% of the children of 6 months to 5 years is the most common into the nasopharynx. Mode of transmission is inhalation of the droplet nuclei. Infection usually due to colonization and carrier state. Disease result only when the host resistance is lower due to the presence of associated risk factors. So risk factors is children less than 2 years, splenectomy, sickle cell disease, and other hemoglobinopathies. Underlying comorbid disease, which are the chronic lung disease, heart, kidney, and liver disease, cochlear implant, diabetes mellitus, and immunosuppressive therapy. Children commonly serotype 4, 6b, 9b, 14, 18c, 19f and 23f is commonly, and adult serotype 1 to 8 serotype are common, causing other pneumonia. Virulent serotypes, serotype 3 followed by 7, 3 is most common. Now we can diagnose by specimen collection. First is maybe sputum, CSF if meninges is involved, pleural fluid and other sterile body fluids, blood culture. Then after that we do its microscopy by the gram stain. It can be seen as a gram positive cocci in pair, is a lanceolate shape. You can see over here is a lanceolate shape, and in Indian preparation we can capsule. Culture media, enriched media, 5 to 10% of the CO2. Blood agar is an alpha hemolytic Dropman shape or carom coin shape colony can be seen, and chocolate agar bleaching effect are seen, and brain heart infusion growth uniform turbidity seen into the growth. Further, if colonia grow by biochemical identification done by the catalase test, which are the negative. Biosensitivities onto the plate and tube method. I also told you into the plate 2% sodium deoxycholate are using in tube method, 10% sodium deoxycholate are using. These are tube method, right? And it is a optogen sensitive and inulin fermented and Quillang reactions. This I also explained in previous slide. So antimicrobial susceptibility testing is oxacillin disc diffusion test we are using if it is sensitive. They are sensitive to penicillin, ceftriaxone and other beta-lactamase. And if it is resistant, MIC testing for individual beta-lactam should be done. And treatment penicillin is a drug of choice, and alternatively cephalosporin, vancomycin and quinolones can be given. Nowadays penicillin resistant are common due to the alteration of the PBP2, PBP2A, and multidrug resistant, pneumococcal resistant to the penicillin, erythromycin, tetracycline, clindamycin and sulfonamides. Now its prevention by the vaccine is a vaccine we are using. PPSV23 is a 23 valent pneumococcal polysaccharide vaccine are used, and second is a PCV13 pneumococcal conjugate vaccine can be used. So over here there is the difference between two. It's a PPSV23, the brand is a Pneumovax 23, and PCV13 is a Prevnar 13. Coverage is 70 to 80% invasive serotype in adult, and this cover most serotype into children and 30 to 40% into the adult. Immunogenicity of the PPSV23 is the less and PCV13 is the more. Protection is a PPSV2030 is a short term, at least 3 to 5 years, and Prevnar 13, PCV13 which are the longer protected. Herd immunity is present in PPSV23 and PCV13. There is no any herd immunity. Carrier, no mucosal immunity and no effect onto the carrier by this vaccine. But PCV13 provide mucosal immunity and irrigate carriage. Cost is less, PCV is costly, and indication is greater than 65 years old adult, and with risk factors, and children, and greater than 65 years person and adult with the risk factor. PCV13 is good for the children.